First off, from the Brandon region, Terry Papadinitz. Terry's been in Hockey Brandon's initiation program director since 2012. His passion at the grassroots level comes across for players, coaches, and parents. He's been instrumental in working with schools to promote the initiation program. Terry and his wife Dina are very involved with their children's activities. They've been volunteering their time with both Hockey Brandon and Skate Brandon for several years. Terry's been a coach and safety person on his boys' teams, and outside of hockey, he loves football. In the past, he could even be spotted as a game official on the field during CFL games. His role as initiation program director is to coordinate teams, review special requests, set up season skill stations, meet with coaches, and coordinate the year-end jamboree and league wind-up. Congratulations from Hockey Manitoba and the Brandon region, Terry. From Central Plains, Ferdy Nelson. Ferdy has been involved in hockey for over 20 years as a coach, volunteer, administrator, and evaluator. He served on the Portage Minor Hockey Board for 10 years, including 7 years as president. He's been involved in hockey in the Central Plains region for 15 years, both at the minor hockey level and the AAA regional level, as director of female hockey. Ferdy is a member of the Central Plains Development Committee, AAA Council, and Hockey Manitoba Female Council. He's also a founding member of the Manitoba Female Midget Hockey League. Ferdy's list of accomplishments as a coach are extensive, and he has been involved with Hockey Manitoba's Female Program of Excellence, Manitoba Games teams, and numerous branch development programs. He's coached the Capitals female midget AAA team to a provincial title and represented the branch at the SO Cup in 2015. Ferdy has also been inducted to numerous Hall of Fames in Manitoba and volunteered outside of hockey in many capacities. But his passion for the game of hockey, particularly at the female level, is unquestioned. Congratulations, Ferdy. From the Eastman region, Paul Magnan. Paul started volunteering in hockey back in the early 90s when he was a player coach for the Pine Falls Paper Kings intermediate hockey team. During this 4-year span, Paul also coached high school hockey. It was in 1995 he started coaching in the Pineview Minor Hockey Association, which continued for an impressive 19-year commitment and is still going. Coaching wasn't enough for Paul, so he became the president of Pineview Minor Hockey for the last 15 years and has been a board member of Eastman Minor Hockey for the last 8 years, currently serving as their member at large. Paul is a school administrator, teacher, and coach. He balances out his summers enjoying the river and coaching in his other passion, lacrosse. Paul is committed to helping children be the best person that they can be through both sport and in life. Congratulations, Paul. Paul was unfortunately not able to make it, so we've got the director of Eastman Minor Hockey, Ken Kutsak, to accept the award on his behalf. From Interlake, Darren Bond. Darren has been coaching and volunteering with hockey in the Interlake region for 20 years. He's been involved with minor hockey boards in Toulon and Interlake for the last 10 years and has been on Hockey Manitoba's Development Council for the last 2. Darren also manages the Interlake Lightning provincial midget team, oversees the male regional programs, and helps out wherever a hand is needed. He has worked with a dedicated Toulon volunteer group to bring much-needed capital improvements to the Toulon Rockwood Arena. He's also assisted in the development and delivery of skill sessions for all players in the Interlake, including breakfast clubs, mini camps, and various jamborees. Darren is a professional volunteer with his mannerism, love for the game, and time he gives to ensure all athletes are given the experience that will be memorable. He believes there's a place in hockey for everyone, from recreational players to competitive players. Congratulations, Darren. From the Norman region, Jerome Canati. Jerome has 3 children in minor hockey and he's been involved at every level. Assistant coach, manager, organizer, and huge fan of all players. He volunteers his time with all leagues, organizing teams, camps, training sessions, and is willing to take on any task. He never turns down work to improve the player's experience. Jerome never played hockey growing up, but when he was asked to help out on the ice in 2013, he learned how to skate. He is part of the PA Minor Hockey Executive as communication director and has organized 2 provincial playoffs. Jerome was also a driving force behind the 2018 Good Deeds Cup winning team from the PA, spending time promoting and organizing events for their Pee Wee team. He literally invested hundreds of hours to make this a reality. As a Manitoban, what an amazing accomplishment and positive message for our children, for all our members to appreciate. It is volunteers like Jerome that make our youth love the game of hockey, building strong, growing associations and strengthening our communities. Congratulations, Jerome. From the Parkland region, David Hopner. David is an active volunteer in the community in St. Rose. He has been a member since the age of 5 and has been a volunteer coach off and on the ice for the past 20 years. Most recently, David has been the vice president of St. Rose Minor Hockey for the past 4 years, stepping in as needed to attend meetings and assist with yearly fundraising activities. David still coaches as well and recently was a driving force and on-ice lead for the successful First Shift program in the area, getting more kids into the game. David is an advocate for fair play in youth hockey and giving kids the chance to love our great game. Congratulations, David. From Pembina Valley, Greg Enns. Like most kids, Greg started his hockey career with his local minor Winkler Hockey Association at the age of 6. After his playing years, it was time to give back. Greg spent 10 years working with the Winkler Flyers Junior A hockey program, and during that time, his family billeted players for the club. Many relationships were formed during those years, and there are still a few that are routinely in contact with their family. During these same years, Greg found that there were many opportunities to help out in minor hockey. One of his coaching highlights included taking on the Breakfast Club for 5 seasons in Winkler. It was also during these years that Greg joined the Pembina Valley region, initially as the novice convener. Greg recently retired this past April at the AGM after 10 years on the Pembina Valley board, 5 years on Hockey Manitoba Council, and 4 years as director of the region. When asked what the best part of the last 20 years volunteering for Greg, he was quick to say, "I've met so many great people from my community, from the neighboring towns, and from the province that I might not have met otherwise. Hockey people are such generous people, and I am extremely thankful." Congratulations, Greg. From the Westman South region, Corey Anderson. Corey has had a love of hockey his entire life. After minor hockey, Corey went on to play for MSU Bottineau Lumberjacks, where his team won a national championship in 1998. He won a senior THHL title with the Gladstone Lakers and played his final year with Kenton Cougars. Corey moved to Glenborough in 2009 and is currently the vice president of Glenborough Minor Hockey. He also coaches 2 teams, novice and Pee Wee female. Like many coaches, he spends countless hours preparing for practices, organizing games, tournaments, sharpening skates, warming fingers and toes, helping out at the rink, installing the ice, painting lines, and even in the canteen. Corey truly enjoys being part of minor hockey and is very thankful for all the great people involved. He will continue to coach and share his love for our great game. Congratulations, Corey. In the Winnipeg region, on Hockey Winnipeg, Guy Jeanson. Guy started to volunteer as a coach in 2002. He's coached novice through midget, and after serving on the board of St. Vital Minor Hockey Association for many years, Guy joined the board of Hockey Winnipeg in 2011 as the VP of Programs. This senior officer position carries with it the responsibility to oversee all of the programs in the region. Guy has done so for 8 years, with the past few years being extremely challenging. A decreasing volunteer base leading to vacancies on the Hockey Winnipeg board, Guy has stepped up and taken on 2 roles for the past 2 seasons. He also serves as the region's representative on minor council at Hockey Manitoba. Guy was an integral part of the development of the novice program changes within Hockey Winnipeg and the program that was successfully delivered. Guy has provided leadership and dedication to ensure that there continues to be quality programs in Winnipeg. Congratulations, Guy. Unfortunately, Guy couldn't be in attendance, and is Chris Hall, president of Hockey Winnipeg, here to accept on his behalf, please. From the Yellowhead region, Bill Brown. Bill has been volunteering his time as a coach, manager, and organizer for 15 years. He coached female hockey in Brandon from 2003 to 2011, sometimes with 2 age groups in the same season. He was on the executive of the Rural Female Hockey League starting in 2006 and was league president from 2008 to 2011. He also served on the executive committee for the Brandon Female Hockey Tournament. Bill has organized several female hockey skills camps and skating camps throughout the years. He has been involved with the Yellowhead Chiefs female midget AAA team as manager and/or assistant coach since 2012. He was extremely proud to have worked to develop this program alongside Derek Tibbetts, ultimately winning the Manitoba Female Midget Hockey League Championship in 2016. He identifies a great accomplishment as being part of athletes realizing their dreams of playing hockey at college or university level while they obtain their post-secondary education. Congratulations, Bill.
Thanks, Scott. gives me great pleasure to announce the Frank McKinnon Award again this year. Frank McKinnon was a very good friend of mine. A little bit of an introduction about Frank and the award. He played with Brandon Wheat Kings and Brandon Bobcats. Became a principal at Carman High School. It's a high school that I attended. Approximately 51 years ago, he started high school hockey basically in Manitoba. So he's one of the instigators of that, good or bad in some cases. But that's where high school hockey started. He moved on to become the president of Hockey Manitoba for quite a number of years, and then Hockey Canada as well as the president. So he was a lifetime volunteer. After his teaching days, he became commissioner of the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. And so we named the trophy the Outstanding Frank McKinnon Volunteer Award after him. And this year, we have award winner is George Ulliott. I have a little bio about George. George has been part of the game in Manitoba for many years. George has had a positive impact at all levels of the sport, local, provincial, and national, and his commitment to striving for excellence throughout his volunteer years surely leaves a lasting legacy in our province. George managed several minor hockey teams in River East and Transcona and served as vice president of Winnipeg Minor Hockey Association for 2 years. He was the general manager of the Winnipeg South Blues Junior A Hockey Club from 1981 to 1997 and a director for over 30 years. In addition, he is the past chairman of the board for the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. George was the president of Hockey Manitoba for 5 years and was also a member of Hockey Canada's board of directors for 5 years. He was active at the national level, contributing on various committees of Hockey Canada, including the chair of Risk and Safety Management Committee. George was recognized as a recipient of the Hockey Canada Order of Merit in 2006. One particular highlight for George came in 1999 as he served as chair of the World Junior Hockey Championship Bid Committee hosted in Winnipeg and Selkirk. George remained on as an active committee member and sat on the board of directors. At the time, the event set an attendance record of 176,000 people, and it remains one of the largest and most successful championships ever held in Manitoba. A lawyer by profession, George's level-headed, thorough, and fact-based approach was an extremely valuable asset in making sound decisions for the benefit of all organizations he represented. He naturally gravitated to leadership roles and served as a mentor to many volunteers over his years of involvement with the game. It is difficult to truly measure the impact George has had on our sport. However, it is clear that he is the most deserving recipient of the Frank McKinnon Outstanding Volunteer Award. George?
Thank you, President Whitehead. Thank you, Hockey Manitoba Board of Directors and members here. First of all, I promised your president I wouldn't mention his refereeing abilities as I was managing the Winnipeg South Blues. But I'd like to offer my personal congratulations to all the award recipients today, because volunteerism is something that is crucial to the sport and is crucial for us to continue developing. Hockey has given me an opportunity over the years to meet people across the country, and whether you're in BC, PEI, the core values of what we believe in are all here. But the most important thing, and what I'd like to thank, is those of you who are here today. For you as volunteers, make this team grow, and I'm proud to be an associate of yours. Thank you very much.